Hey folks, this is Brian from Super Easy Toots, and in this tutorial we're going to cover compound conditions. Sometimes one condition is not enough, so we can use a double ampersand, that's what this sign is called, to represent "and" in our conditions. I'm going to go straight to an example. If we had a line of code like this, and let's say we had previously created an x and a y variable, if x is the value of x is equal to 4 and the value of y is equal to 7, then the code in between the brackets will execute. If not, this code will not execute. So again, the value of x must equal 4 and the value of y must equal 7 in order for the code to execute. So now I'm going to go over here to Quincy and kind of show you a little example that I created here, a little program. Say we're looking to buy a computer and we want 200 gigs of hard drive space or greater, and we want it to be less than $600. So what I've done is I've created two variables here, an integer variable and named it hard drive space, and then a float variable for cost. And then basically we're going to get the input from the user. It's using the program. Simple cout statement. How much hard drive space does the computer have? Whatever value they enter will be stored in our hard drive space variable. And then how much does the computer cost? And again, whatever value they enter will be entered into our cost variable, into our variable named cost. Now here's where our ampersand comes in our if statement. If the hard drive space is greater than or equal to 200, which is what we specified earlier, and you see the two ampersands there, the cost is less than or equal to 600, then this code will execute in between these brackets here. And the code is obviously a cout statement saying, yes, this computer fits my specifications. If neither of these conditions is true, or one of them is not true, then the else portion will execute and we'll get, no, this computer does not meet my specifications. So I'm going to run this here and we're going to see, there's our prompt. How much hard drive space does the computer have? I'm going to say 300, so we're greater than the 200. How much does the computer cost? Let's just do 509.66. And yes, this computer meets my specifications because, of course, 300 is greater than or equal to 200. It meets that requirement. And then the cost is less than or equal to 600, being 509.66. So now there's one other thing that we need to cover, and that is an or statement. There's a you might not want to use and, you might want to use or to have just one of the conditions be true. So what we do for that is we use these two signs here, and basically on my keyboard, and I'm on a laptop, it's located just beneath the backspace key, which it would be a shift and then the / key. So you have to find that on your keyboard to put that in. And basically I've got it in here, if x is equal to 4, the value of x is equal to 4, or the value of y is equal to 7, then the code in between the brackets will execute. So either one of these, if either one of these is true, then this code will execute. So if we go over here to Quincy, and I'm going to uncomment this, and I'm going to leave this one as well. But here we've got the or sign in here, and basically this is saying if the hard drive space is greater than or equal to 200, or the cost is less than or equal to 600. So now it's basically the same statement, but for the computer to meet the specifications in this bit of code, we're only requiring that one of the conditions be true. So again, I'm going to run this here, and I'm going to say that only one of the conditions is met when we do our little user input here. So we'll say it's 300, and then we'll say the cost is 900. So now we have, from our first condition, we have no, this computer does not meet my specifications, because the first part of the condition, the second part of the condition, 900 is greater than 600. makes this makes this go to the else portion. So we get the output, no, this computer does not meet my specifications. However, when we have our OR statement down in here, we only need one of the conditions to be true, and we have that with 300 being greater than 200. Even though the 900 is greater than the 600, one of the conditions has been met, so so both are true. So now what I'll do is I'll run this program one more time, and we'll falsify both conditions. How much hard drive does it have? We'll say 100. How much is the computer? We'll say 900. And then again, both of them are coming back with the else portion being less than 200 gigs and the cost being more than that. So we see that we get this output from the first if-else statement, and then we get this output from the second if-else statement. So that's pretty much it as far as compound conditions go. These can come in handy in quite a bit of the programming you're going to do.